Maybe you've been thinking about the Rediscover Your Spark travel experience to Edinburgh next May, either as an individual or as part of a couple, but you're wondering, what does that even entail? What do you mean, rediscover your spark, and what would we be doing, and how would we be doing it? So I wanted to show you the workbook. This is the individual one. The couples one looks very similar because the work is actually quite similar. You start independently and then you merge your and your partner's ideas together, and you look for commonalities and you look for new ideas. So we're just going to talk through the individual one today. But I wanted to give you a chance to see, all right, here's what it actually is. So you start with this idea of 8 areas of your life. And you just have time to get quiet and explore with no pressure, with no expectation, and with pure openness to just see, what do you see? Here's what often happens. Somebody's looking at these and they think, well, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. And then they get to one and they think, oh, okay, I do have something to put down. And just the nature of starting triggers your brain into thinking along that path versus, I have no idea. One of the things that people want to know about Rediscover Your Spark is, do you have to know what you want to do before you come? And the short and long answer is no. You have to have no idea before you come. If you have some idea, that's fine. But the purpose is to come and see what has been living underneath the urgency, the day to day, the routine of your life, what has been living underneath all of that and waiting for you to rediscover it. So you do that work. And then you start to think about various paths a number of years out, staying the same course, taking a different course. You think about the things that you've identified and how you might start to incorporate them into your life. These are sequential steps that we take together over the course of an evening and 3 mornings. This work is highly individualized. You share what you want to share. You don't have to turn anything in. You don't get graded or evaluated. You simply come with a spirit of curiosity and open-mindedness. You experience what other people are experiencing, what they're uncovering. Sometimes that triggers something for you. Sometimes something you say triggers something for someone else. It's a lot of somethings in one sentence. And you move your way wide to, what are my sparks, to narrow, 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 narrow. And then you make your way back out again. So by the time you leave Edinburgh, you will have a plan for the next 3 days, 3 months, and 3 years, which helps to set you up to pursue this spark for the rest of your life. Think about that. Now, this isn't magic. It's not even a particularly new idea. This is my take on some visioning and some action planning around that visioning. That's really all this is. But here's why we take trips to Bath, England, to Florence, Italy, to Edinburgh, Scotland. Because when you are at home, determined to do this work, you know what suddenly takes precedence? Absolutely every single other thing in your life. Suddenly, dusting seems incredibly important. You've got to go to the grocery store. You have to organize your closet. How can you possibly think about dreams when your closet's such a mess? So you focus on all those other things, and you know what never gets worked on? Your spark. Because it's too easy to put it off. So when you come all the way to Edinburgh, Scotland, there isn't anything for you to clean. There isn't anything for you to arrange or plan or prep for except this work, because I take care of everything else. I have 2 amazing assistants, Dr. Mary, who not only helps co-lead the couples retreat, but is a tea maker extraordinaire and a dishwasher unlike you can't believe, and Quinn, who comes to make the spark cocktails, but who also is there to carry luggage upstairs, to walk people to the train station, to do all kinds of things. Once you say yes, you don't have to worry about anything else. Every single facet of this trip is taken care of for you. So if this work is interesting to you, here's the workbook. It's beautifully written, if I do say so myself. It's beautifully sequential. It's creative. It invites you to dig in to yourself with time, with thoughtful prompts, with quotes, with questions, with conversation. It is truly an extraordinary experience. If this is something you're interested in, let's have a conversation about it. Just talking with me about it does not lock you into saying yes. But how can you know that this isn't for you if you don't explore every avenue to see if it is for you? Let's have a conversation. I would love to talk with you. I would love to see you in Scotland in our beautiful townhome. I would love to do this work with you. Have a great day.